What is good, guys? My name is Kane. Welcome to a deck profile. Today we're going to be doing Lyrilusc, and we're going to be doing a couple others later today, so expect some back-to-back videos uploaded. So we're going to start with Lyrilusc, and this is kind of a Lyrilusc casual control. And take note as well, a lot of the decks I'll be showing are casual. They're not meant to be played competitively, but they're meant for you to understand how the deck works and just to have fun while playing them. Now, some of them do have meta cards, but they're meant more just because the core itself of the deck needs more of a boost. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So first thing we're going to show off is the fact that we're going to be playing 3 copies. Also, apologies for the lighting issues. Just wanted to make sure you can actually see the cards. We're going to be using 3 copies of Lyrilusc Cobalt Sparrow. When this card's special summon, it's going to let us search another Winged Beast. And it's also really good because it makes it so we can't be targeted by card effects when the next season monster that's summoned by these. Then we play 3 copies of Barrel Canary, which is like a hand monster reborn, which is perfect. It's going to allow us we can use it with in conjunction with these guys to put them back together and make an even stronger deck. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Sapphire Swallow. These guys are a tribute, basically a wait 1 turn pot of greed. Tribute them, draw 2 cards in our next draw phase, which is absolutely perfect. Then we have 3 copies of Turquoise Warbler. Now this is kind of like the Cyber Dragon of our deck. They're meant, but they also, when they're special summon, if I control no monsters, you can special summon them. And then in my case, I then get the ability to special summon another Winged Beast monster. These are used in Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade, which is actually pretty dangerous. Then we also have Sapphire Swallow. Sapphire Swallow is dangerous because it does multiple things. One of the first things it does is it allows us to special summon from hand another Winged Beast along another Winged Beast, level 1 Winged Beast with it, as long as we control a Winged Beast monster. It also allows us to the effect where if this card is where if a monster is summoned with this card, you can target a Lyrilusc monster in the graveyard, attach it to it as material, which is great because it gives us even more material, and all of our Xyz monsters are going to need material. Next up, we have some staple cards that I put in here. Again, I don't play competitive, but they're just helpful for when I run into the semi-competitive decks. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, which is going to let us shuffle and then redraw. It's kind of like our own bounce card. So to specifically state, if your opponent special summons a Link monster, special summons card from your hand, draw cards equal to the number of Link cards they control +1, shuffle that many and accept the 1. It's free draw. Next up, we play 1 Kaiju. We play G'Darla, the Mystery Dust Kaiju, or just Mothra. We play 1 Effect Veiler and 1 Ghost Mortar and Moonlit Chill. Now, I do want to also go ahead and say, none of the decks here, including yesterday's Virtual World, are really meant to be competitive. At best, they are below Rogue tier. Next up, we're going to go into our traps. We're going to be starting off with And Band Played On, which is going to lock players out. Basically, what this card does is makes it so if you have a card that has a level on the field, like let's say I have level 3 on the field, I can't special summon level 3s or rank 3s if I have a rank 3 on the field. It locks you, it's a level lock. You can only have 1 of each level. Think of it as there can only be 1 but for levels. Then we have Red Reboot. Hand trap, you can pay half your life points to use on the field. Bottomless Trap Hole, great special summon. We have a Counter Trap and Malfunction. Basically, lets us pay 500 to change position. Rebirth Judgment, pretty good card when I want to change all the graveyard attributes to Winged Beast in case I need to. And 1 Solemn Strike to be just a good counter trap. Next up, we have spells. We are going to go with, let's see, give me a second. We're going to be starting out with 3 copies of Lyrilusc Bird Strike. Lyrilusc Bird Strike is perfect in the fact that it allows us to basically negate all cards on the field for a turn, as long as I control Lyrilusc monsters. We're then going to have 2 copies of Twister. We're going to have 2 which again, I mean, it's double Twin Twister. Twin Twister allows us to discard a card, target 2, and destroy them, which is fine. We then 2 copies of Wing Requital. If we control at least 2 Winged Beast monsters with different names, pay 600 life points, draw 2 cards. This is our pot of greed for the pay of 600 life points. Then we have 3 copies of Summon Storm. Let's just pay 600 on that turn, special summon from hand, banish it from a graveyard a different turn, do it again. This is basically a double summon. Then we have 1 copy of Dark Ruler or more, 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 copy of Foolish Burial, 1 copy of Bird Sanctuary. Bird Sanctuary is a great card in the fact that it allows us to get an extra draw, which can always be helpful. Pot of Avarice when we need to reload after detaching all the material when we need to reload up. Raigeki to help kind of keep control of the field, and this last card is going to go in with our meta-ish boss monster. Basically gives us a free material. Now we're going to go to the extra deck. The extra deck consists of a decent set. We're going to be playing 1 copy Reciting Starling since it's limited. We play 1, 2, 3 copies of Assembled Nightingale. This is basically our battle protection. We have 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn. We want to mainly spin stuff to the deck. We have 2 copies of Ensemble Robin. Let me find it. Yep, it was sitting over here. Yeah, we have 2 copies of Ensemble Robin. This card allows us to, when an opponent special summons a monster, detach material, bounce it back to hand. And then lastly, our actual boss monster, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus, which is a perfect card. Which, granted, there are some caveats, though, to this. Give me a second. I'm going to get a light. There we go. This deck is going to look a lot better now in the light. My apologies. So, basically, though, this card allows us to attach 2 materials, send all cards on the field to grave. It's not destruction, which is awesome. And with that, that's for that profile. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually getting more subs, which is really nice. So, expect me to do a lot more of this. So, I hope to see you guys in the near future. You guys have a great rest of your night and have an amazing weekend. This has been Kane doing another deck profile.